So we're here with Tim, our second visit to Hanwell and our second draw on a really wet and cold afternoon. A point gained or two lost, Tim?
Well, I think the way the game went in terms of us going behind and then the conditions as they were, it's definitely a point gained. I think we still finished stronger and looked more likely to score in the last sort of 20-25 minutes. So a bit disappointed that we couldn't take that momentum into a winner. But yeah, we'll take a point on what is, like you say, it's a horrendous day. It's a great leveller, and having gone 1-0 down, yeah, we'll take a point.
So we went a goal down just after the half-hour mark, so they were 1-up at half-time. And we really had some really good chances in the first half.
Yeah, we started well again. We started really brightly. We were on top territorially, and then also, getting in some really good positions. Didn't work the keeper enough, which is, a bit of a bugbear. We did a lot of finishing on Thursday, and that's something we'll look to continue doing, because it was definitely been a strength of ours all season. But yeah, just kind of deserted us a bit in that first half an hour. Conceded the goal, which was, you're always disappointed to concede any goals, but that one is particularly disappointing. And then I thought we came off the boil for 5 or 10 minutes, just a little bit in terms of our decision making, and we were a bit rushed and a bit panicked. But then finished the half strongly again. You're looking, you've hit the bar. Joe's gone for the rebound and been shoved into the net with two hands.
Oh,
referee said there was contact, but not enough. But yeah, so yeah, frustrated to go in at 1-0 at half time, but we knew that we'd had a lot of good moments that we could hopefully turn into goals.
So did you have to change much at half time?
No, not necessarily. It was just, again, about the fact that we'd actually finished the half quite strongly, taking that momentum into the second half, and actually just keeping our decision making good. And it's especially on a day like today where the pitch is getting increasingly wet, and the ball starting to stick a little bit at times and not bounce as it had done in the first half. It was just about making sure that we made good decisions, and that we were positive, and that we were on the front foot, and that we didn't panic and we didn't get frustrated. And I thought that's what we did. I thought we controlled large parts of the second half as well. Didn't think we started the second half massively brightly, but came into it, grew into it, and fully deserved the equaliser.
A couple of times in the second half, the referee was looking perhaps whether the pitch was playable.
Yeah, I mean, even at 1-0 down, we're telling him it's got to happen. I mean, 10 minutes later, who knows what we'd have been saying. But we just wanted it played. You come all this way. The pitch was holding up all right, and it doesn't even look too bad now. I know it's sat on top of the water, a lot of it, but referee has to be aware of the player's safety. So he was making sure that the ball would still bounce and the ball would still roll, and he was looking for the worst parts of the pitch, as you could imagine he would. But I think everyone was keen to get it finished. So fair play to the officials for letting that happen. And
the equaliser came on 73 minutes. I think it was Josh McCoy picked a really brilliant pass, and then Max finished it superbly.
Yeah, those runs in behind, those little threaded balls, we talked about them a lot, and Josh McCoy showed that bit of quality to produce a really good ball to Max. We said about working the keeper, and Max, great composure, because he's had 2 or 3 touches there, but they were all absolutely spot on. Drove away from his defender, and a really calm finish in the end. So at that point, you want them to carry on and take the mantle and go and get the winner, but which I thought we tried admirably to do, but just didn't quite happen.
Okay, so there'll be some tired old legs not long before Tuesday's game at Plymouth.
Yeah, at least we haven't got another long away trip, so that's good. But it's going to be a bit sapping out there. It's going to be energy sapping. So we'll have a look at who's fresh and ready for Tuesday, and if we need to change it around a little bit, then we will. But it was great to see good minutes for Joe Smith and Ben Scory again today. So all important towards what is still a very busy period.
Okay, Tim, as always, thanks for chatting to us.